Welcome to Autzen Stadium in Eugene. Nearing the midway point of this season, Week 5 in our coverage of EA Sports College football. It's the Indiana Hoosiers and the Oregon Ducks. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Guys, there is so much anticipation as Oregon meets Indiana. You remember the beatdown from last season. That was one of the most iconic plays of the college football playoff, the pick six early in the game to really set the tone. But Oregon, Dante Moore has redemption on his mind. He knows that he is a better version of himself this season, and he can't wait to prove it against Indiana today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Ducks headed for the ball, and we're ready for action. Fielded in the end zone. It's Morris. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Got the quick completion. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. You've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll go right back to the run.
Well, one of the reasons why it's hard to run against this defense is because of that guy right there. He's one of the best D tackles in the game, and he's got tremendous explosiveness, quicks. He's strong at the point of attack. He can shed blocks, and he completely ate that last run up.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Pulls and fired complete. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Back to throw, it's Hoover. Just a little off. Incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Gets it to him on the screen. He stopped short of the sticks. They tried to pick it up with the screen, but they'll be facing a 4th down.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field, but that's just asking too much of him at this point. 3rd and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss trying to get that first down.
The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. On the run, it's Hill. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Dante Moore. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
And the Ducks come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Moore to the air. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That is the junior tight end who they are taking a look at, and we'll have Holly Rowe check on his situation. That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Here's Moore to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
The offense changing the play. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing Moore. That's caught. It's Moore. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
And you've already seen this QB, man. He's willing to spread the ball around and take what the defense gives him and not force it to his go-to guy. But it's not a surprise. When you get it to him, good things happen. He can chew up chunks of yards and make those big plays.
The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Moore will throw. Looking to scramble. A strike downfield. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Ducks! Just under 60,000 in this place, but sometimes it sounds like 600,000. An engineering marvel to hold in all this noise.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. They love their team. They support the Ducks, and they've built traditions and so many teams they should be proud of. Getting them involved early is a great sign for this football game.
He'll bring it out. It's Morris. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time it's second down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Running inside, it's Richard. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a third and long.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Got the back over the middle. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Hoosiers take their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The Hoosiers will punt it away on 4th down. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. Here's the return. Slips through the line. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Moore. Got it behind the line. It's Davison. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Now timeout taken by Indiana. That's their second. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Dante Moore. Looking to take a shot. Intercepted. They were back in their own end and they stopped the drive. Takes it the other way. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Caught over the middle. It's Beebe. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Wants to throw. It's Hoover. Unloads to the right. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive. Going downfield for the big play. Upstairs he's got it. Carried it all the way down to the 35-yard line before they Keep spinning the bean like that, and you start to believe this kid might have the talent to someday be the third 10,000-yard passer in Oregon history.
No doubt. And you know what Ducks fans love? They love points. They love offense. They love playing fast. That's what they are. That's who they are. That's what they want their teams to be every single week.
They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Quarterback may change this route. Here's Moore to throw. Fires to the tight end. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
They just find ways to find the big fellas. Those big tight ends are huge targets for the quarterbacks. The throws are usually in between the numbers. That makes it pretty easy. Usually sure-handed guys like that just come across the field and make plays for them.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Moore to the air. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll run it to the right. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman, like the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagon to.
Yeah, everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Hemby were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. And anytime you have two 1,000-yard rushers, it's because the guys up front are pushing people around, and that was the secret sauce to Indiana's Cinderella run a year ago. So up front, these guys have to continue to dominate. They'll reload the backfield through the portal, through recruiting, but it all starts and stops with the big fellas pushing people around. That's going to be the key for them on offense.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's Hoover. Under fire. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And coming into this game, talking to coaches, man, they were worried about how fast this defense was, how physical it was. And so far throughout this game, man, it's shown up. Like the speed, the tackling, the eye discipline, they've done such a good job owning this football game early. And it's
touchdown, Oregon! The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming through. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Hey, kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on him, and he just goes soof and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. The run inside. It's Richard. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Looking downfield, it's Hoover. He's going for it all. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Under fire. They've got the screen set up. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Now Oregon will call it 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the 1st down here. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Setting up the screen. Final timeout taken here by the Ducks. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half.
You know, swing passes to the running back oftentimes are like an extension of the running game. That's like a sweep, but give the defense a ton of credit. The speed to be able to pursue and get to the football is why they've now set up 4th down.
And the Hoosiers will try to pin them back with the punt. And he's going to have to drive this ball into the teeth of the wind. Punt is in the air. Just needs a crack to get a return. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. Get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Motion from the back. Throwing Moore. Makes the catch. It's Stewart. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Moore will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand now. You have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. That's caught. It's Richard. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at Marshall, taking on the number 23 team, the James Madison Dukes. And it's the Herd coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. The outcome today brings them to 4-1 on the season.
He's got it out. He goes out of bounds at the 38-yard line, and just spectacular work from the return unit on that one. It back, and here comes the offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Breaks into the open. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Right back to the well. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Moore. He's got the tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
I know he's gotten the height and the weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs.
Here we go. Hey, check it.
Moore to the air. Fires quickly. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Takes a handoff. It's Davison. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
That really nice job by the defense, understanding the situation. We know they like to run the touch pass. Great job selling out, seeing it, bringing those guys right down, flying into space, getting the fast, speedy wide receiver on the ground. Nice third down stop.
And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Dead center perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football,
Makes the grab in their space. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Indiana! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Lining up for the PAT. And after the extra point, they're now down 24-7. On the run from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Dante Moore fires to the wideout. Hauls it in with one hand.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And when you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that name? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Moore will throw. He's going to take a shot. And that ball is caught. One hand grab.
Nothing you can do about that. This quarterback saw the matchup he wanted, took a shot. Wasn't the perfectly thrown ball, but his guy went up and somehow snagged that with one hand.
This offense thrives on those big, explosive plays, and that one has them set up with a 1st and 10 from the 17. Quarterback making adjustments. Sends it back in motion. Here's Moore to throw. Lets it fly. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
They'll go play action with Moore. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Ducks! And the beatdown has ensued.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David, when the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter.
Number 39, set to kick off.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They go back to work in the final period of this one. To throw, it's Hoover. Here comes the heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking for a crease to the left. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
And that's not going to be a first down. He stopped just millimeters away from moving the chains.
Well, I know there's a lot of people.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Looking for a push on fourth down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Do you think that coach really had any doubt? He's in his own territory, but you only have a few inches to go.
Go, go, go. I don't care what side of the field it is, 4th and inches. I'm going for it. I like my chances.
The Hoosiers with the 1st and 10. To the air, it's Hoover. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome. 2nd down, they'll go to the air.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Back has it. Powers through the defender. They found a little running room out of the Wildcat, still short of the 1st down marker.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the 4th quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Back to the ground with the running back. Might have a chance. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. He'll bring it out. It's Morris. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. Gives him some room to operate as he rumbles ahead for 6 out to the 15-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for space. It's Beebe. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. They'll try to run for it. That'll be enough to move the chains, and it'll also take us to the 2-minute timeout. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. They'll move the tight end. That's reeled in. It's Marsh. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
And after that last one, perhaps the emphasis should be on forward pass on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. And the Hoosiers will send out the punt unit. The kick is on its way. On his way back from the 20. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. On the move, it's Hill. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.